It's me, Eddie, and I am back with yet more Steins Gate, as I promised. I'm just gonna... hold on, just give me a sec to make sure... Just give me some time to make sure everything's up and working. I'm gonna mute this. Alright, cool. Everything seems to work. I'm just gonna leave this here. Coolio.
そんな夢物語を信じている脳みそがお花畑なやつにはそのまま死ねと忠告してやろう。権力の破壊の後に始まるのは秩序なき混乱なのだ。
So yeah, we've arrived back to Okabe's Spurging. Config, full screen, help, return to title, close menu, back. Oh, there's no backlog. That's just amazing. Oh, there's a. Hold on, let me read this. Doc Perrin. Ah. Oh, Doc Perrin. Okay. Final answer. Uh-huh. Penicillin, everyone knows that. X-ray, everyone knows that. Dynamite, everyone knows that. Everyone knows this. I don't know how much overlap there is with behind the canvas, but I am making the next video, so just. And now with the new collaboration feature, I can siphon viewers from there to here, or from here to there. Lobotomy, everyone knows this. Unread. Okay, so here's a funny thing, right? Apparently a friend of mine told me I shouldn't play Chaos Head because it might get me demonetized on YouTube. CERN black hole video. Oh. Fictional. By the way, did you know that CERN, like the CERN with the C, the actual guys, are in on the joke? Because when they're asked if they're making Kerr black holes, CERN said, "That's CERN. CERN with an S, not CERN. CERN with a C." So I just think that's kind of cool. Singularity. Uh-huh. Right, we all know that. Oh, I did not know that. Survival Airsoft. I kind of want to try that. Uh-huh. Floppy disk. Cassette tapes. Man, floppy disks are dated too now, aren't they? That's so crazy. Okay, so before I get started, I just kind of want to read some of this stuff. I'm not going to read everything, don't worry. And I'm a fast reader too, so. Cosplay, everyone knows cosplay. Layers. Huh. Okay, I didn't know that. I did not know this. Uh-huh. Fujoshi, oh my god. Okay, cancel, that's not what I wanted to do. I cut off off a bit of his laugh right there.
あのさ、マキセ氏、オカリンは一体どうしちゃったんだぜ？
さあ、数時間前までジョン・タイターと熱心にメールしてたと思ったら急に静かになって、で30分くらい前からこんな状態。
He's just like me for real, guys. Okarin is... Okabe, he's literally me.
なんか今日のオカリンって全体的にヤバくね？
When does he not act strange? That's a question I want to ask.
同意するわ。
聞け！そこのラボメン2人、これよりオペレーションウルドを再開する！
マジで？下に店長まだいるけど？
Oh lordy.
案ずるな。どうせブラウン管工房はそろそろ閉店の時間だ。
夜は電話レンジが作動しないはずでしょ？
やってみる価値はある。検証するのだ。何時まで電話レンジカッコ仮の作動を確認できるかをな。
That's also true.
と同時にダル、それにクリスティーナ、お前たちには D メールによって過去を変えてもらう。
I'm not sure if that's what Okabe is getting at here, but maybe he's trying to like give them the same sort of experience that he has gone through.
過去を？
I still don't believe in the many worlds interpretation or Tider's tractor field theory. I'm starting to doubt them more and more. Whoa! Let's go with this one. If we want to know how the world works, we'll have to figure it out ourselves. And to do that, we need to experiment. One thing I'm sure of is that Izama's experience in Akiba is related to D-mail somehow, as is a strange disconnect between my memories and everyone else's. According to John Tider, I have a supernatural power, the one I call reading Steiner. I mean, the glove fits, and so, you know. My doubts about Tider's veracity aside, I do need to determine if I am indeed the only person who keeps his memories when the past changes.
好きなように過去を変えろ。ただし、なるべく分かりやすい形でだ。
Preparations for the phone wave are complete. I'm not gonna read name subject to change every single time, okay, guys? Daro's eyes wander to the ceiling, though. Next to him, Kurisu shrugs her shoulders and starts gathering her things.
私は帰る。今日の実験結果は明日レポートで見せて。
Damn, alright.
待て！
When I grab her by the shoulder, Kurisu nearly topples over.
何すんのよ！
Ah, she cute.
そのレポートは誰が書くのだ？
What do you mean?
岡部に決まってるでしょ。作戦立案者なんだから。被験者自身も実験中の所感なんかを書いておいてくれるとなおいいけど。
Kurisu glances at Daru.
過去改変には興味がないのか？あれほど実験に前向きだったではないか。
That's a good point. I mean, as far as she knows, the experiment hasn't even started.
あんたね、昼間のことをもうきれいさっぱり忘れたわけ？私は反対した。
だが実験が始まってからは乗り気だった。文句一つ言わず付き合った。
妄想を垂れ流さないで。
I twist my lips into a grin.
客観的に慣れていないぞ、クリスティ・セレセブよ。
Oh my god. He decides.
いちいち言い直すのよ。
実験はすでに一度行われた。この俺が。
おお、オカリン、抜け駆け行くない。
Hold on, what? I changed the past. Okay.
そうではない。過去を改変した結果、お前たちは改変前の一部の記憶を失ったのだ。
今日の昼間のこと？ ロト6がどうとか急に言い出したけど。
そうだ。
I explained what happened earlier this afternoon.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っているのか？
本気だ。
マジっすか。
One good look at my face, and Dar seems to understand I'm not joking. I mean, you do come up with a lot of random bullshit sometimes, Okabe, so it's, can you really blame them for thinking you got that, what do you call it? The boy who called wolf effect. Let me turn this up. I realize I'm a little too quiet. Or should I turn this down a little bit more, maybe? Okay, there we go. Is that good enough? Alright. A few good look at my faces, and Dar seems to understand I'm not joking. Priest, on the other hand, has a sour look, but she's always like that. I mean... Tsundere, you gotta love him. When did everyone lose their memories? Actually, did everyone lose their memories? In order to find out, I need them to perform the same experiment.
うわっ OK。 僕一つどうしても変えたい過去があるんだよね。
Daru is quick to adapt, as always. We've known each other for a long time. He trusts me implicitly. Or maybe he's just being faithful to his desires.
なんだ？ダイエットしろと1年前の自分に。
Whoa!
そんなメール来てもダイエットなんかしないし。
Oh, come on. Dar tells me he wants to change the event of the Ferris Cup held at May Queen plus Neon Square a few days ago. On that day, Dar got insta-killed by Ferris in a Rainet Axis Battlers match.
その結果を覆そうと。
フェイリスタンの作戦はほぼ完璧に覚えてるんで、その裏を突こうってことだよ。
Phrasing, Daru.
僕って頭良くね？
Well, here's a question. Ferris is yeah, she'll just counter his counter strat. Exactly.
まあいい。ダルよ。D メールを送る準備を。
よーし、僕頑張っちゃうぞ。
Daru hunches over and starts typing out the mail, leaving me to input the forwarding address into the phone wave. I sit in front of the X6 68,000 and look at my watch. It's 6:55 p.m. No way to know if the phone wave will operate at this hour. We haven't figured out the exact window yet.
あんた自身はどう考えてるの？記憶が。
しつこいぞ。ゾンビの異名は伊達ではないというわけか？
They?
意味がわからない。
You're the only one that calls her that.
ゾンビは死してなお人に襲いかかってくる。
That's not true.
実にしつこいのだ。
A lot of zombies forget.
冗談はやめて。こっちは本気で話してるんだけど。
Kreese's glare scarier than usual. I might have wet myself a little. Oh, come on, dude. Really? Man up.
俺は D メールの送信先が鍵だと考えている。すなわち未来からのメールを受け取った人間。その人間だけは過去改変の影響を受けないかもしれない。
Actually, the hypothesis doesn't explain the mass disappearance in Akihabara. Of course, I still don't have concrete proof that the mass disappearance incident was related to D-mail. We'll never know unless we experiment.
ダルの実験が終わったら次はお前に D メールを送ってもらう。内容について考えておいてくれ。
嫌よ。
Kurisu replies emphatically.
私は送らない。
Why not? Come on.
怖いのか？
そういう問題じゃない。
ならばタイムパラドックスのことを気にしているのか？
それもあるけど、どっちかっていうと個人的なポリシー。
Policy?
過去を変えるなんて卑怯な感じがするから。私がこれまでに蓄積してきた人生はたかだか18年だけど、それでもその記憶を改変なんてしたくない。
What about just like something that happened a week ago. That's not a big deal.
なるほど。今の自分は完璧であり不満はなく、だから変えたくないと？
なんでそうなる？これまでの自分を否定したくないの。たとえ失敗ばかりだったとしても、それを含めて今の自分があるんだから。
Then what about something really minor?
電話レンジカッコ仮が完全に問題を解決して実用化されても使う気はないと？ジョン・タイターがタイムマシンを好きに使っていいと仮に言ってきても、どの時代に飛ぶ気もないと？青い猫型ロボットが机の引き出しから出てきてもそれを使わないと？
What's that a reference to? Kurisu nods firmly.
使わないわ。
だが実験は大好き。そうだな。
好きで悪いか。
Oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. I like that. I like that sprite.
すなわち自分は高めの見物を決め、他人を実験台にしてほくそ笑む。実にマッドなサイエンティストだ。
Oh my god.
あんたね。
Tsunderes, I swear. Although she is fully justified.
できたお。
Kurisu stalks towards me but is pushed aside by Daru, who presents his phone with a triumphant grin. I take a look. At Ferris Cup, enemy setup. VLVVLVLL.
さっぱり意味がわからない。
Me neither.
フェイリスタンのカードの配置だお。見ればわかるだろ上皇。オカリンたちが疎いだけ。
Well, whatever. Preparations are complete. If this works, the mail will arrive at Daru's phone 52 hours ago. Discharge phenomenon occurs normally. I close my eyes to shield them from the lightning and sparks. The D-mail was sent. Daru should have received it 2 days ago. However,
そのことをなんで俺は覚えている？
when I sent a D-mail earlier this afternoon, everyone else forgot about it. If Daru's D-mail changed the past, then the present should have changed too. Daru should be the only one that remembers he sent a D-mail.
過去変わった？
Daru looks around in confusion.
ちょっと待て。誰も覚えているんだな。
え？何が？
今 D メールを送ったことをだ。
Daru nods. Then I turn to Kurisu. She answers before I ask.
覚えてるに決まってるでしょ。何バカなこと言って。あ、そうか。岡部がさっき言ってたことが正しいなら、私とあんたは過去が変えられた記憶はないはず。
Exactly.
ダル、お前フェイリス杯でフェイリスに勝てたのか？
Daru, did you beat Ferris in the Ferris Cup?
わかんね
I don't know.
勝てたらフェイリスの手料理とか言っていたはずだ。それは食べられたのか？手料理とは何だった？
え。わかんねえ。しょぼーん。
I checked Daru's send history. As expected, the D-mail he just sent isn't there. I do, however, find the D-mail in his inbox. He received it 2 days ago, just like we wanted. This is the same thing that happened when I sent my D-mail.
もしかして過去は変わってないんじゃないの？
Probably.
ちょっとマユシに電話してみる。
He's the one who changed the past, yet he doesn't remember what happened after the change? That's odd. I mean, the same happened to you.
あ、まゆし、まだバイト中だよね。あのさ、悪いんだけど、フ
Oh
ェ
my
イリス
god,
タ
you're
ン
just
は
gonna
そこに
ask
い
her
る？
like that?
うん、いるんだね。じゃあさ、ちょっと聞いてほしいんだけど、僕ってこの前のフェイリス杯でフェイリスタンに勝ったっけ？負けたっけ？え？負けた？誰が？フェイリスタンが？僕が？あ、そう。瞬殺？そう。わかったわ。
Oh, I get that, Daru. Daru's shoulders droop as he hangs up the phone.
その様子だと過去は変えられなかったみたいね。
Seems
な
so.
んで？オカリンは変えられたんしょ？
Exactly.
橋田が送った勝つための方法って必勝法じゃないせいじゃない？有利になるってだけで。
Exactly. I had the same thought. Fair's is supposedly a world-class player. Daru's time travel cheat may not have been enough.
最終的にフェイリスさんが橋田に勝ったから過去は変わらなかった。
そうだけどさ、ゲームの過程は変わるじゃん。
たかがその程度ではダイバージェンスは揺らがないということ。
Exactly.
岡部が言うようにもっと分かりやすく過去が変わったって確かめられる改変にしないと実験の意味がない。
Exactly.
あ、いえ、別にこの実験に賛成ってわけじゃないけど。
Oh, you tsundere.
いや、まだだ。まだ終わらんよ。
Daru starts typing another mail.
もう一度別のアドバイスを過去の僕に送ってみる。今度はもっと的確にフェイリスタンに本気で勝てるようなアドバイスだお。
I think at this point you're just motivated by personal greed, Daru. I am gonna say.
そんなにも勝ちたいのか。
むしろそれほどまでにフェイリスの手料理を食べたいのだろう。
What's the point if you don't remember it?
オカリンの答えでファイナルアンサー。
Daru writes another D-mail. I don't bother checking what it says. I won't understand anyways. We activate the phone wave, name subject change, and send the mail through just like before.
Oh?
Nothing happens. No discharge. Usually happens 10 to 20 seconds after pushing the start button. The timer counts down to 0 without an incident.
時間切れ？
おそらくな。
なんだよ。せっかく素晴らしいアドバイス書いたのに。
Wanna try tomorrow?
やむを得ない。実験は明日に持ち越しだ。
I checked the clock. It's just past 7 p.m. Looks like that's the cutoff.
昨日ホテルに帰ってからずっと考えてた。この電話レンジはどういう原理で時間移動を可能にさせているのか。
LHC と似たことが起きているのだよ。お前は言ったはずだ。LHC は巨大な電子レンジだと。
電子レンジが LHC と同等の機能を持ってたら日本は一家に一台ブラックホールになるわね。
Exactly. I mean,
それは日本沈没ってレベルじゃねえぞ。
how is this any different than a regular ass microwave, minus the fact that you have built in a phone contact thingy?
セルンがあまりに簡単にカーブラックホールを作ってるように見えるから感覚が麻痺してるけど、
Exactly.
そもそもブラックホールなんて人工的に作れるものじゃないし、とんでもないリスクのある代物だし。
Exactly.
家庭の電子レンジがブラックホールを作れると思う方がどうかしてる。
Exactly. Tyler's machine is small enough to fit inside a car and it makes black holes. Yeah, it uses the technology not from your era, by the way. Well, that's what he said at least. Now I'm a little skeptical of Tyler. I don't feel like bringing it up.
一つ言えるのは電子レンジ単体じゃブラックホールは作れないということ。
Exactly.
この電子レンジに何かが干渉して電子を注入してきているのは間違いない。
An outside source of electrons. What could that be?
さて、私は帰るから これ以上むさ苦しい男どもの巣にはいられないんで。
Damn, alright.
また明日レポートまとめといてね。
Coat. Kurisu flicks off her lab coat and hurries out the door. She was serious about the report? Well, better get to writing, buddy.
マキセ氏の着ていた白衣。
Oh, lordy. Oh, oh
どれ？
God. As Daru reaches... Oh my God, this is... As Daru reaches for the lab coat to smell Kurisu's lingering fragrance, I grab him by the neck and pull down hard.
どれではないバカがそんなくだらないことをしている暇があったら明日の実験でどう過去を改変するか考えておけ
Yeah, I'm with Okama here. That's... Come on, dude. Come on. There wasn't anything to do after Kurisu left. I tried operating the fun wave a couple more times before I went to sleep, but... the discharge phenomenon simply would not occur. Now it's the next morning, and I'm sitting on the bench in front of the Brontube workshop. It's still early, but it's already blazing hot. It's as if I'm baking in the sun. Sweat is dripping off my chin. We're supposed to be experimenting today, but not a single lab mem has arrived yet. After waiting patiently for a while, the first person I see is... Oh, hey! I really love the sound effects in this thing.
あ、ずいぶん暇そうだな、岡部。
Mr. Braun!
おはようございます、おかりんおじさん。
The Tenno-G pair comes riding in on a moped.
これはおじさんではない兄様と呼べ
お父さん、どうしよう。
岡部、うちの娘に何をふざけたことを吹き込んでやがる。
教育がなっていないのではないですかミスター・ブラウンその子が俺のことをおじさん呼ばわりするのを何とかしてください
Mr. Braun?
いいだろ別に。器の小さい野郎だな。なえ、こんな野郎の言うこと聞かなくていいからな。
Ooh, mail! Have you written that report yet? Have you? Oh my god. Okame, did you write that paper or not? Honestly, I actually would have. Have you written that report yet? That one seems like... I don't know, man. Honestly, I actually would have tried writing it. Though, it's kind of something you really can't show anyone else, so I mean, it looks professional and it seems cool, so I would have tried anyway. I know it's kind of tedious, but you know, just as a reputation. You know what? Never mind. The manager parks his moped and quickly enters the store. Sister Braun's about to follow him when... She turns her attention towards the end of the street and instantly brightens up. I follow her gaze and see Mayuri walking this way.
おかりん、おはよう。まゆりお姉ちゃん。
Aww. Nai runs up to Mayuri with a happy smile. And without breaking stride, she jumps into Mayuri's chest. Aww.
なえちゃん、おはよう。おはよう。
Aww. They get along so well you'd think they were sisters. Mayuri has the ability to get along with anyone, so it's no surprise. Naya avoids me and Dara, but she adores Mayuri and always goes for a flying hug whenever she gets a chance. Dara sometimes complains about that. Oh my god. Come on, what? What a lucky girl. I wish I could jump into Mayuri's chest like that. Oh my god, buddy. His... Oh my god. Broski, come on.
なえちゃんにこれあげる。はい、どうぞ。
Like everyone in one of my friend groups, I'm known as the guy, the horn dog guy that's down bad. And you know what? That's not incorrect. I am, but honestly, I think I'm pretty tame. Like compared to... You know what? Never mind. Mahei takes some candy out of a convenience store bag and gives it to Nae.
うわー、ありがとう。はい、おかりにも。
She offers me some, which I silently accept.
そこに座って何してるの？
The little three face.
ラボメンが全員集まるのを待っているのだ。
おかりんおじさんは暇なの？
Yes, he is. Why, you chipmunk? Do you have to be so blunt? One of these days, I'll teach you to respect me.
違うよ、なえちゃん。あのね、お
Aww.
かりんはきっとなんか難しいことを考えてるんだよ。
Oh, Mayuri, you sweetheart. She's so
ああ、そうなんだ。
Aww. Good job, Mayuri.
おかりん、おかりん。この時間だと電話レンジちゃんはビリビリしないんだよね。じゃあね、焼きそばパンをチンしてもいいかな。
Can you screw the thing back on?
ドアの部分を取っ払ったから温めるのは無理だ。
You still have it, don't you?
そうだった。がっかりだよ。ちなみにね、おかりんは朝ごはん食べた？
いいや。
Come
だった
on.
ら一緒に食べる？焼きそばパンは冷たいまま食べるとして、ラーメン缶なら湯煎で温められるし。なえちゃんも食べる？朝ごはん食べてきた。そっか。
Nine waves, then heads back inside the Brontube workshop. Lured by the prospect of canned ramen, I go inside the lab with Mayuri. The stagnant air makes the room hotter than the outside. Oh god. It doesn't improve even after we open the window and turn on the fan. That sounds like hell.
ダルくんとクリスちゃん、まだ来ないのかな？
God, that seems positively hellish, I'm just gonna say.
ああ、ラボメンとしての自覚が足りんな。
Just then the sound of a braking bicycle comes from downstairs. That was a straight up cartoon sound effect, my friends. When I look outside, I see the part-time warrior arriving. She immediately notices me and looks up and waves. She's also got that little three mouth.
てってるー、すずさん。椎名まゆり、てってるー。
Aww. They seem to have hit it off. Like I said, Mayuri gets along well with everyone.
岡部倫太郎、タイターはなんて？
さあな。
You know, back in high school, I had an ancient astronauts club. That seemed like I just thought that was so cool. Maybe I should enjoy that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm just gonna say. I thought I dodged the question, but part-time warrior is persistent.
やる気ないな。聞いたんでしょ？
聞いたが、奴の言うことが正しいかわからなくなった。
そうなの？どの辺が？
There is so much stuff I want to say right now. There is just so much stuff I want to say right now. Oh my god. Ugh, but I can't because I don't know if there's gonna be like one viewer in the chat watching this, whether as a viewer right now, oh, I've got a person, or as a VOD, that I just don't know, like, might not. I was actually talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he told me that he has not seen the Steins Gate anime, which is absolutely insane because I thought that was just a thing everyone saw, but apparently not. He doesn't know the story. He's going into the visual novel. Actually, maybe I should recommend him like Chaos Head or Robotics Note or something like that first. Because You know what? Never mind. Why is she so flustered? Oh, I want to say.
そうか。あのバイト選手名、タイターオタか。
I guess there's no talking for everything.
あー、クリスチャンだ
It's... oh my god. Chris Chan, don't... Do you really have to... Do you really have to call her that? Y'all know who Chris Chan is, right? It's just... We're talking about Makise Kurisu here, by the way. A cute anime, a cute girl, not Christian Weston Chandler, the... Well, less said about him, the better. Mayuri leans out the window to wave her hand. Kurisu's walking towards the lab. That reminds me, doesn't that part-time warrior have something against Kurisu? I look at Suzuha. Her expression has changed dramatically. I legitimately don't remember what beef they had with each other, I'm just gonna say. Now she's staring at Kurisu in complete silence. She doesn't move a muscle. It's like she's trying to start a fight with her glare. Kurisu's pretty stubborn too, so she meets Suzuha glare for glare. The two of them exchange a word or two in front of the building. For a second, I'm worried that they might start throwing punches, but that doesn't happen.
クリスチャン、トゥットゥルー
Oh my god, you clinger, Chris Chan, stop! Stop, please stop!
Good morning.
下のバイトと何を話していたんだ？
Kurisu shrugs her
別に
shoulders.
大したことは言いたいことがあるならはっきり言えって。
I don't think that's nothing. She's lucky that didn't lead to blows.
向こうは何と？
何も悔しそうにうなってるだけだった。一体何なのかしら。
She has her reasons.
牧瀬氏の人気に嫉妬してるに決まってるじゃん、上皇。
Of course, Daru shows up. With the best take I've ever seen. Daru bursts into the lab.
本来なら私がラボメンナンバー004になって楽しくみんなと青春する予定だったのに悔しいみたいな。3次元は恐ろしい。
I find it so interesting when they talk about 3D, 2D in like an actual anime itself. Because like from our perspective, they're all anime, like they're all drawn in the anime art style. But from their perspective, like if the universe was real, they'd be live action, which really trips me out all of a sudden now that I think about it. That's super trippy. I suddenly just realized.
ラボメンナンバーなんて好きなだけ譲るけど。
なんだと？ラボメンナンバーは某国において数千万円というレートで違法に取引されるほどの貴重な資格なのだぞ。
This dude. This
パスポート
dude.
じゃあるまいし。そもそも某国ってどこだおい。
みんな仲良くいられる方がね、マユシーはいいな。
Well, I don't really care about that little quarrel anyway. Only one thing interests me now, the mystery of the D-mail. We begin experimenting immediately. Even though it's still morning, the electrical discharge occurs on demand. Things look favorable today. That reminds me, we haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet. Maybe we should come up with an excuse first. To be honest though, I don't care what he thinks. For one, we are at war. War against the organization in CERN, the dark powers that rule the world from the shadows.
安西先生、フェイリスタンの手料理が食べたいです。
諦めたらそこで試合終了だよ。
Unfortunately, Daro's second D-mail fails to change the past. I get the feeling Ryanet matches are difficult to cheat your way out of like this. Yeah, dog. Not to mention, we're limited by 36 bytes of text. What do you mean? That's awesome! Unfortunately, I think that's based. Looks like we're going to have to give up on Daru. He's gone to drown his sorrows in the internet. Okay, so, who do we experiment on? From the look on Karisu's face, I don't think she's willing to change her policy. That leaves only one candidate.
マユリよ、次はお前に過去を変えてもらおう。
まゆし変えてもいいの？
Yes, you, Mayuri.
でもね、過去を変えるって何を変えればいいのかな。
Mayuri looks stumped as she slurps her canned ramen.
それじゃあね、こういうのはどうかな。ルカ君にマユシーのコスを着てもらえるように過去を変えるの。
But that's not measurable, is it?
どうやって？
ルカ君にメールを送るとかだよ。
I don't think a simple request is going to change the past.
もっと簡単で分かりやすいものはないのか？
She slurps more ramen.
そのラーメン缶を使おう。
Oh. Looks like I'm the only one with ideas.
1時間前のマユリに D メールを送るのだ。今日はおでん缶が食べたいとな。
Whoop, 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 whoop. That's not what. I almost knocked something over.
そんな誘導に乗るほど単純なことじゃない気が。
ああ、それね、すごくいいかも。
It is. What are you talking about?
え？
今日もね、自動販売機の前で10分くらい迷っちゃったんだよ。おでん缶にしようかな、ラーメン缶にしようかなって。
つまり後押しがあれば、マユリは必然的におでん缶を食べたくなるというわけだな。
Exactly.
よし、それで行くぞ。
By the way, thank you to the person in my chat.
わかった。じゃあ過去を変える前にラーメン全部食べとかないと。
Mayuri starts shoveling the ramen into her mouth.
食べておかないとどうなるの？
もったいないもん。
あ、そうね。
Kurisu is hilarious. They're both hilarious. Kurisu clearly doesn't know what to say. Mayuri really is a ditz. I'm used to it by now, of course. I get the phone wave, name subject to change, and prep the D-mail. The content of Mayuri's mail is simple enough. Canned Odin, piping hot and delicious. I just hope it actually works. But how are you gonna observe that change? We wait for Mayuri to finish her canned ramen, then activate the phone wave, name subject to change. I wonder if the discharge phenomenon will occur in such a short span of time. Something else we'll learn from this
電話
experiment.
レンジカッコ仮起動。
あー、メールまだ送れてないよ。
There wasn't enough time to blink.
1秒じゃ放電現象は起きないか。データ通りだけど貴重な実証データが取れた。
What about 2 hours?
これって例えば事前に暖気みたいなことしたらどうなるん？
Oh.
暖気？
つまりさ、1秒じゃ放電現象は起きないわけでしょ。だから事前にメールを送らずに30秒ぐらいレンジ動かしとくんだお。その後間を置かずにタイマー1秒でもう一度動かす。そしたら1秒でも放電現象起きそうじゃね？
That's actually a really good idea. What the fuck? That I would never have thought of that in a million years. Or, well, that's not true. But I mean, that's an idea. That is an idea. That is an idea. I like that.
根拠は？
ネス。
Try it anyways.
マユリオ、もっと他に何かないのか？
Try it anyways.
じゃあ昨日買ったおにぎりの具を違うものにするとか。
お前は昨日食べたおにぎりの具の種類を覚えているのか？
おかか。
即答？
Impressive.
だからね、おかかを明太子にしようよ。
Now I'm getting hungry. Maybe we should find another test subject. Something is telling me we're gonna have to look outside the lab. I go for a walk to clear my head. After lunch at King Burger... Oh my god. King Burger, I grab a toffee at the Starbucks on the first floor of the... Oh my god. I left my area at the others at the lab. I need some time to gather my thoughts in order. The fact that I sent an email had been undone. I know that because it had disappeared from my send history. However, it was in my inbox. The mail had definitely reached the past. What does this mean? Mail received but never sent. Isn't that a time paradox? Is this the reason everyone else lost their memories? When? Why did that happen? The butterfly effect? That's not an answer. Many worlds theory, duh. Changing the past changed the world. Tyler spoke of divergence. When the divergence changes, are people's memories reconstructed to match the new world line? Then how come I remember the previous world even after the past changes? I don't have time for this. However, all these mails, no doubt about it, it's got to be Kiryumoeko, the male demon known as Shiny Finger. How can she be so shy in real life and so persistent in email? There's something wrong with that woman. I sigh and open my mail reluctantly. Can I send a D-mail? Oh!
Nani?
She wants to send a D-mail. That reminds me, yesterday I made Mocha lab member 005. That means she's qualified to participate in our experiments. Mocha seems serious, so she might meet my demands. Most importantly, all of the other lab members are completely useless when it comes to D. Oh! I still haven't been able to verify whether or not I can keep my memories if someone else changes the past.
いや、しかし
I'm worried. Mocha works for an editorial company. In other words, she's related to the media. What if she sends a D-mail and leaks word of the time machine? We'd be floored by the press. Gone will be the days of the working in the shadows. My location will be exposed to the organization. Of course, sooner or later, we're going to have to announce our findings to the world. In that case, I'd rather choose a national newspaper or TV network to cover the event rather than some shady magazine. That way, it'll spread faster throughout Japan, nay, the world. Either way, something tells me it's better not to go public through Mocha. However, Mocha is a lab member. Yesterday, we told her everything about the phone wave, name subject change, and emails. Moreover, we made her one of us. It was necessary to buy her silence. Realizing that I have no reason to deny Mocha her request, I put my phone to my ear.
俺だ。ああ、少しばかり迷っている。何？声でわかるだと？かなわないな。電話レンジカッコ仮の実験にシャイニングフィンガーを引き入れるかどうかについて。
He's just spurting.
バカな！あの女を生贄に捧げろというのか？
He's just spurting.
確かに世界に混沌をもたらすためなら犠牲はやむを得ない覚悟だが、いや問題ない。むしろ迷っていた俺が情けない。マッドサイエンティスト失格かもしれんな。ああ、これは俺にとってむしろ典型とも言える申し出。まさに シュタインズゲートの選択となるだろう。エルプサイコングルー。
El Sai Congaroo. God, you gotta love it. It's decided. I type a reply to Mocha's mail. After sending it off, I hurried back to the lab. When I get back to the lab, Mocha is squatting at the bottom of the staircase. Since she's not sitting on the bench, I guess crouching while holding her knees is this particular... Oh, okay. I thought she was doing like the Slav squats. I guess crouching while holding her knees. Okay, that pose. Okay, is this particular woman's favorite position. She's staring at her phone like usual. Once she notices me approaching, she slowly stands up, but she doesn't look at me.
ありがとう。
何がだ？
Oh my god.
別にわがままとは思っていない。むしろお前の申し出にこちらが感謝しているほどだ。
Once we enter the lab, I get all the lab members to stop what they're doing and then tell them about Mocha's situation.
いいと思います。萌香さんもラボ面だもんね。
Daru and Creasy don't object either.
で、桐生氏はどんなメールを送るつもりなん？
So what sort of mail does Kirishi plan to send?
俺からの要望としては、過去が変わったかどうか確かめることができるよう、シンプルで分かりやすい内容にしてもらいたい。
I'm sorry, there's just one more thing. I want to keep my message a secret. Why does she have to explain every little thing with the mail? No, more importantly...
内緒だと？どういうことだ？
何？どうしたのよ。
It's private. It would be embarrassing if anyone knew. Mocha.
いや、そういう問題ではなかろう。
Cursa peeks at my phone from behind me.
なるほど。気持ちはわからなくはないけど、これはあくまで実験だと割り切ってデータの収集を優先すべき。
Exactly.
ほう。珍しく意見が一致したな、上司よ。
別にあんたに同意したわけじゃない。データを収集しないと電話レンジの仕組みがいつまでたっても解明できないって思ったからよ。
でも女の子にはね、秘密がいっぱいあるのです。
I don't know why. This reminds me of Cap. You know Cappy from Me Side, right? That just reminds me of her line for a sec. I don't know why.
誰にも言えない秘密をね、自分だけに教えろゲヘヘって言ってるのと同じだよ。
Aww.
くわ、まさかこれってセクハラになるん？
Oh my god.
落ち着けダル。
Broski, calm down. I turned to my area and Mocha, who appeared to have some kind of mainstream girl alliance.
メールの内容にプライベートに深く関わることを書けと強制した覚えはない。
Kurisu nods to formulate my words. Looks like she doesn't intend to join the mainstream girl alliance. Yeah, she's a scientist first.
私的な内容を送りたいにしても、今はまだ見送るべき。タイムパラドックスの問題も完全に解決されたわけじゃないし、もっと慎重に慎重を重ねないと。私的な内容は NG。 少なくとも非公開にしたいという話は受け入れられないわ。あなたに悪意がなくてもメールの内容次第で時間軸に深刻な影響をもたらすかもしれないんだから。
Exactly, we don't want to destroy the world.
第三者にメールを見せて、その内容について問題ないか吟味すべきよ。
俺が言いたいことは全て助手が言ってくれた。そしてそうは言いつつも我らは実験を中止するつもりはない。
あんたの意見を代弁したわけじゃないから、 勘違いしないで。
I mean, you're speaking for the experiment. Cheeky little.
そもそも実験においてはプライバシーよりもデータが優先される。被験者になるならその覚悟は必要よ。
Don't tell me that's the reason Kurisu won't send a D-mail herself. What do you mean?
そうなの？マユシーはね、さっきそんな覚悟せずに送ろうとしてたよ。
Well, in that case, just do something impersonal, like buying a lottery ticket. See, that's very impersonal. That's not, like, embarrassing.
ごめんね、クリスちゃん。
別に謝らなくても責めてるわけじゃない。一般論を言っただけ。
I imagine some people might take issue with that statement, but I'll refrain from saying anything. I'd rather not get my head chewed off right now. Mocha's expression doesn't change. Same as always, I don't know what she's thinking.
お前はすでにラボメンだ。俺たちを信用してもらわないと困る。プライベートな要件は後日にしてもらおう。もしできないというのならば、
Oh my god.
お前に見せてやらねばなら
The
なくなる。
great Hoin Kyoma.
この俺、法王院京魔の中に眠るまがまがしき狂気の力をな。
I love that voice he does. It's hilarious. Mocha is already typing on her phone. My threat was ineffectual, it seems. Oh my god. Can I see the D-mails you've sent so far? I want to use them as a reference, Mocha.
着信履歴ならあるぞ。
送信履歴は？
ないというと語弊があるな。送信履歴は消えてしまうのだ。
Confirmed that after I sent the email yesterday. Mocha's there, but she doesn't remember either. I don't need to show you the history, and I'll show you the message before I send it. Is that okay? Looks like she understands. I showed the mail to Kurisu too.
萌香さん、無理しないでね。
Yeah, exactly. Is that supposed to be encouragement? Mayuri sounds concerned for some reason. And she has a right to be, come on!
じゃあさ、どんな内容を送るん？そもそもオカリンの言う簡単で分かりやすい過去改変って
Well, we already-
ハードル高すぎ。
We already did once with the lottery ticket.
何を言う？お前たちのレベルが低すぎるだけではないか。
案はある。
Mocha murmurs.
ほう、これは期待できそうだな。具体的に説明を頼む。
Mocha then invokes her power once more. Ultra fast typing, the power known as Shining Finger. Jesus. About 4 days ago, I bought a new phone, but now that I tried it, I think I should have stuck with the old one. So I want to use a D-mail to tell myself not to buy the new phone.
シャイニングフィンガーは実に有能だな。まさにラボメンの鏡。
This should make it easy to tell whether the past has changed. Look at the three useless members have no objection to Mocha's superior idea. We look at Mocha's phone. It's purple and gaudy. There's no strap. It's not like the deco phones popular amongst mainstream women nowadays. What's a deco phone? I'm actually curious now. I actually need to see. Tips list. Ah. Starbucks. King Burger. I actually want to look up. I completely forgot. IBM. Oh my god! Okay, okay, okay. I did not know they were going that way. Okay. Wait a second. Reality Marble? Wait a sec. Wait, is this thing something that's exclusive to Fate? Or is this something that existed or is that something that predates Fate? I'm not sure. Like, things like Magecraft and Alchemy, I know, are in Fate, and that predates Fate by a long time, but I'm just not actually sure. Wait. The Familiar of I know this is based off of something. The Queen of Tsundere. Shit, who would that be? Isn't Kurisu considered the Queen of one of the Queens of Tsunderes as well? I know the Queen of Yandere's, but I don't... Who would that be? Tosaka? No. Megdiver. Oh my god. Media Scrum. Huh. Wait. I'm gonna have a Menger Sponge. I'm gonna have to look into an instant super humidifier. Metal Moa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lupin's the Third. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I'm gonna read the rest later. I've barely got anything left.
お、それって先月出たばっかの GG01 じゃん。
Right.
GG01?
最新機種だよ。確か液晶部分が着脱式でいろんなバリエーションのアタッチメントを選べるんだよね。
I mean, I know this is dated by our stand. Oh, fun. Oh, aren't like flip phones making a comeback lately?
今品薄でどこ行っても入荷待ちだけど、よく手に入ったな。
It's probably the most popular model, but she wants her old one back. I guess hardcore phone users have concerns other besides fashion.
では指圧しよ
ねえねえ、どうして萌香さんのこと指圧師って呼ぶの？
それが桐生萌香の力に俺がつけたんだ。
Oh my god.
桐生萌香、
I
お前は
dub
今後
thee.
先行の指圧師、すなわちシャイニングフィンガーを名乗るがい
Shining
い。
finger, there we go. Mocha shakes her head expressionlessly.
何？嫌だというのか？能力名をつけてやったのに何が気に入らないというのだ。
萌香さんはね、萌香さんだからだよ。それにね、指圧師さんじゃなくて編集プロダクションで働いてて。
I mean, Okabe is just a guy that comes up with funny nicknames
ま
for
ゆし
everyone.
ネタにマジレス、かこ悪い。
Oh my god.
ネタではない能力名だ。
くだらないこと言ってないで。準備するわよ。
Gosh, god damn it, you're just an assistant. Don't boss us around.
ブラウン店長に何か言われたらどうするん？
Whoa. Okabe, I just want to say, you look like you've seen some shit. And, without spoiling too much, I want to say later on, yeah, he does, but, like, at this point, you shouldn't be looking that tired.
ふーミスター・ブラウンごとき恐れるな。奴が怒鳴り込んできたらこの俺が蹴散らしてやる。
You'll get your ass beat.
マジでオカリンかっけー。そこにしびれる、憧れる。
実は口だけだったりするんでしょ。
She's not wrong. I'll be the adult and ignore Kurisu's insult. Mocha has already written her 36 byte mail. When I look at Mocha to see if she's better, or if she's ready, she nods faintly. We set the timer to 100 seconds. The D-mail should arrive at Mocha's phone 4 days ago, July 31st.
電話レンジかっこ仮起動。
About 15 seconds after activation, the discharge phenomenon occurs. I glance at Mocha. She nods grimly, an unusual show of emotion. And then she presses the button. Ugh. Trippy. The world twists into unrecognizable shapes. The floor is shaking, or is it just me? My vision blurs and loses control. The world lurches, I struggle to keep my balance. As I brace myself against further shaking, I try to analyze what I'm experiencing. This is far more intense than what happened when we sent the emails yesterday, and yet I felt it before. I remember. This is what I felt right before the mass disappearance phenomenon. The shaking stops. I relax my body and look around. Has the past changed? Of course it has. The bizarre sensation now is just proof. I look around the room. The phone wave, name subject to change, which should have 90 seconds left on the timer, is silent. Dara's here, Mayuri's here, Kurisu's here. Where's Mocha?
指圧師はどこに行った？
Dara and Kurisu, who are discussing something in front of the X68000, look at me strangely. Ah. Again. This feeling of wrongness, it's the same as yesterday.
指圧師？
オカリン、日本語で OK。
I leave the development room and check the lounge, behind the sofa, in the dressing room, in the bathroom, and in the shower room. I look out at the window at the street below, but no, Mocha is nowhere to be found. She's gone. No way. It's exactly what happened on the streets of Akiba. Why'd she disappear? Because I experiment? No, she's just not here. Did I erase her from history? Did I banish her to space beyond between dimensions? I start quivering in horror at the magnitude of my error. In a daze, I step up to Mayuri, who's eating a banana. I grab her shoulders and shake her.
桐生萌香は今の今までここにいただろう。桐生萌香だ。
Dara and Kurisu give me strange looks as well.
それ誰？
聞いたことない。
そんな。
So I did erase Mocha's existence. No, that can't be. I won't accept that I killed her.
岡部、まさかまた？
またってどういう意味だ？
昨日も似たようなことがあった。私たちの記憶にないことをあんたは覚えていた。なんだっけ？そうそう、リーディングしたいな。
Yes, that's the name I gave this phenomenon, or rather to my ability to perceive it. When the world lines changes, everyone's memories are reconstructed to match. That's what John Titor said. But somehow, I alone retain my memories even after the past changes. I named this power Reading Stein. Kurisu remembered. To tell the truth, I just made it up out of thin air. But now that Mocha has disappeared, I want to believe that this power is real. It's only their memories of Mocha that disappeared, not Mocha herself. I need to contact Mocha. I need to make sure I didn't erase her very existence. But I don't know her phone number. The only way to contact her is by mail. I send her a message that says, reply the second you read this email. Now all I can do is wait for her reply. Please reply.
オカリン、大丈夫？顔真っ青だよ。
大丈夫だ。
Actually, I'm anything but fine. I'm fighting desperately to deny the possibility that I might have erased Mocha from existence.
助手よ、今の実験のことどの辺まで覚えている？
今実験をしたことさえ覚えてない。たった今あんたは D メールを送ったのね。
ああ、ただし昨日とは少し状況が違う。 D メールを送ったのは俺ではなく桐生萌香だ。
And then she vanished into thin air. Which reminds me, when I sent the lot of 6 mail yesterday, Dar teleported from the development room to the lounge. Mocha might not have disappeared, she probably just teleported somewhere. I hope that's it. In an attempt to calm myself down, I checked my phone's history for the mails Mocha and I exchanged. That's strange. The mails she sent me are there up until the one I received on July 31st at 12:43 p.m. But after that, dozens of mails I remember receiving from her are gone. The email she sent to cancel the phone model exchange was set to arrive on July 31st. Did a time paradox erase Mocha from existence the instant she received the email? I shivered when I realized I can't find any problems with that hypothesis. No way. It can't be. I mean, all her D-mail said was don't change phone models. That's harmless, right? But what caused Mocha to disappear from this room like that? Why does it look like Mocha vanished 4 days ago?
クリスティーナ、もし仮に D メールによってタイムパラドックスが発生したらどうなると思う？
わからない。タイムパラドックスを経験した人間は未だかつて一人もいないから。
以前世界が消えるというようなことを言っていなかったか？
あくまでそういう説もあると言っただけ。もしかしたら何も起きないかもしれないし、某映画みたいにパラドックスに対する歴史の修正が入るかもしれない。ドクター・ホーキングは時間順序保護仮説でタイムパラドックスが起きる可能性の行為はそもそも実行不可能だとしてるし。
Stephen Hawking, rest in peace, by the way. So all we have, actually, how long has it been since? Hold on, how long has it been, Stephen Hawking? (2018) Man. You know, I know this one really cool guy. I don't know if I've ever told you this story before, but I know this one really cool guy. I used to take fencing classes back in the day when I was in high school. It was a lot of fun. Why did I stop? Maybe I should start again. I don't know. And there's this one guy who kind of looked like Stephen Hawking, like before he got paralyzed, right? I don't know why. He just did. He was really cool. He was a cool guy. Oh, he was a cool dude. So anyways, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to put that little story out there. Anyway, so all we have are theories.
マユシーはよくわかんないけど、今もマユシーやオカリンたちがちゃんとこうしておしゃべりできてるっていうことはね、きっとそのパラドックスは起きてないんだよ。萌香さんっていう人もね、マユシーは知らないけどきっと大丈夫。
さすがマユシー、アホの子だね。
マユシーはアホの子じゃないよ。
I'm amazed that Mayuri and Dorkin have such a carefree conversation despite all that's happened. They don't realize the gravity of the situation. We might have erased someone's very existence. In fact, if Mocha really has vanished, that means the phone wave name subject exchange is also responsible for the mass disappearance phenomena I witnessed in Akihabara. What if I erased all those people? I don't want to consider such a frightening possibility, so I desperately shake the thought out of my head. A mail! Is it Mocha? I checked the mail with hope in my heart. What's wrong? I'm kind of busy now. Sorry, I'll email you later. Mocha. My body goes limp from relief. A reply. She sent a reply. Mocha still exists. She didn't disappear. Relief washes away my fear. My eyes fill with tears. Not because I was worried for Mocha. What the hell? You should be. But because I thought I might be responsible for the horror of erasing someone's existence.
何が起きたか説明して、岡部。
Urged by Kurisu, I explained everything that just happened.
今この場からその桐生なんとかさんが消えたのは因果率を考えれば不自然じゃない気がしてきた。
Yeah, me neither, honestly.
どういうことだ？
Basically, by sending that D-mail, you completely changed the trajectory of history.
詳しい経緯はわからないけど、過去を改変したことで、今回の場合は7月31日以降、今日までの4日間の桐生さんの行動が微妙に変化した。
I just remembered. They literally told that's exactly what I mean. Butterfly effect. I just remembered the concept I had in the back of my head. That's why I said Mocha's probably just somewhere else.
その結果、今この時間には桐生さんはラボには来なかったというふうに再構成された。
So that's why it looks like she teleported. I'm reminded of the teleporting gel banana, but I guess it's not the same thing. Mocha didn't become a jellyman after all.
そんなことありえるん？
Yeah.
なんとも言えない。D メールを送った事実も抹消されてしまうなら、その D メールは誰が送ったのかっていうパラドックスになるし。それともう一つ、岡部に起きていることが消せない。
何？
リーディングシュタイナーのこと。
Yeah.
ちなみにその造語、恥ずかしいからやめた方がいい。
お前の個人的見解は必要ない。
By the way, I discovered something really cool about my mouse that I might tell you about sometime. Oopsies, I didn't mean to do that. But basically, oopsies. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. My mouse has this scroll button that can be remotely controlled to free scroll. And apparently this isn't manual, this is technical, because I pulled up an app on the computer and I pressed, without pressing that free scroll button at all, pressing it, and that actually changes it. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that later, maybe. I'm finally able to joke with Kurisu again. Well, maybe she wasn't joking, but that's none of her business.
さっきのあんたの説明じゃ D メールを送ったのも受け取ったのもあんたじゃなかった。なのにあんただけが世界線が変わる前のことを覚えている。でもこれってあんたのただの妄想じゃない？
脳内嫁ですね。わかります。
Oh my god, broski.
わかるな。お前のような変態紳士と一緒にされたくはない。
Also, don't all the people that make like imaginary girlfriends and stuff like, don't they all in reality know that they're like screwing around?
桐生さんって人はもともと存在しなかった。あるいは桐生なんとかさんは実在するけど、その人が D メールを送った事実は妄想だった。え？
What? Oh my, oh come on! I fall to my knees and press my hand against my left eye. Oh come on, he's just spurting out again!
左目がこの魔眼リーディングシュタイナーがうずく
Okay, so you're just going crazy. Got it.
オカリ大丈夫？
Mayuri peeks anxiously at my face, but I lightly push her aside.
マユリ俺に近づくな。今の俺はお前を傷つけてしまうかも。
Yeah, he's just spurting out.
でもオカリ すごく苦しそうだよ。
釣りっしょ。
Yes, he is.
そうよね。
大丈夫だ。このうずきはいつものこと。すぐに収まる。
Oh, hey. Oh, hello, we got some people in the chat.
この魔眼がある限り俺は機関に狙われ続ける。
He's just spurting out.
あらゆる世界と時間とを見通す力。しかしそれは同時に諸刃の剣でもある。俺はこのあらゆる世界とあらゆる時間を見通す魔眼のせいで人間としての因果律から外れてしまった。
There's a real sense of dramatic irony for people that already know the story, by the way.
だがそれでもこのラボだけは守ると誓ったのだ。だから
You kneel and press my hand against the floor.
静まってくれ。
And then I take a deep breath and gradually remove my hand from my left eye. Mayuri rubs my
お
back.
かり苦しいの？
See, this is why nobody believes you, Okabe. Come on.
いやもう大丈夫だ。
I gotta say, that was some impressively good acting chops from Okabe because, yeah, I know that it's being done by a VA in real life, but like, the fact that the VA made it sound like he was actually in pain instead of acting like someone who's acting in pain but failing is, I think that indicates Okabe is just a good actor. I stand up, then I shoot Kurisu a sharp glare.
何よ、今のただの演技でしょ。
Yeah, of course it was.
クリスティーナ。
Oh, come on.
すでにこれまでの実験で俺のリーディングシュタイナーは本物だ。
はいはい、12秒12秒。
え
This is why no one believes you, though. Come on, buddy. What's going on?
なんで私に注目してんのよ。見るの禁止。
Why are you all staring at her? Wait, what? What was so peculiar about what she said? I don't feel like I'm able to call you right now. My emotions are jumbled just as they were after Tyler called me the Messiah. Is this power real? If then, what does that make me? An unknown power sleeps within me. The thought sends a chill down my spine. I sit on the bench in front of the Bronto workshop, staring into the night sky. I try sorting out what happened this afternoon. But it's impossible. The more I think about it, the more confused I get. And then I hear footsteps coming down from the second floor. Soon, Mayuri and Kurisu emerge. Aww.
帰るのか。
岡部ってずっとここに泊まり込んでるの？
まあな、マッドサイエンティストたるもの研究所に寝泊まりして研究だけに没頭するぐらいでなければ務まらない。
形から入るのって良くないと思うわけだが。
Yeah, he kind of is.
でもね、この場所ってとっても便利だよね。マユシーもお父さんお母さんが許してくれるならここに泊まりたいよ。
え？本気？
そしたらバイトに行くのもすぐだもん。ねえねえクリスちゃん、今度みんなでお泊まり会しよ
男性陣がいないのなら OK。
それは無理だ。
だったらまゆりさん、私のホテルに来たら？
Oh.
そういえばそんな約束してたもんね。じゃあ今度お邪魔するね。
Aww.
いつでも言ってくれていいから。
Aww.
それじゃあ。
Kurisu waves goodbye and starts walking in the opposite direction from Akihabara Station. Mayuri doesn't move from that spot. Instead, she does her usual thing. Stardust handshake. God, that is so iconic. She looks up to the night sky, raising her hand as if to grasp the stars. In perfect timing. Whoa! A shooting star crosses the sky.
ねえオカリ
ああ、流れ星だな。願い事はしたか？
Mayuri doesn't answer. She keeps gazing at the sky.
オカリンって小学生の頃
Aw, lore.
すごい熱を出して1ヶ月ぐらい寝込んでたことがあったよね。
何を突然言い出すんだ？
It was about 10 years ago, at the turn of the century, when the world was in uproar about Y2K. I realized that was just 10 years ago for you guys. Holy shit, I wasn't even born yet. Near the end of 1990, I had a fever of nearly 40 degrees Celsius. Jesus, okay. Oh, that's gotta suck. You missed the turn of the millennia? Oh. At least that's what I've been told. I don't remember it myself. According to my parents, I was unconscious the whole time, tossing and turning. The doctor said it was a miracle I didn't die. Oh, that's gotta suck.
あの時ね、マユシーはオカリンが死んじゃうんじゃないかって思ってすごく怖かったんだよ。だからね、おばあちゃんと一緒にお空に祈ってたの。
She's so kind.
オカリン死なないでって。
You know, I'm genuinely surprised that Mayuri never ended up as a romantic option for Okabe, considering the fact that... Because I know Kurisu's, like, the main girl, let's be completely honest here. And she's also the mystery girl, which... Oh my god, there is so much stuff to say. There's so much stuff I want to say about this on childhood friends and main girls. Oh, and, like, subversions, because I'm watching an anime right now. It started last season, but it's continuing into this season called, it's called Watari-kun's, XXX is about to collapse. It's not very good, but it's entertaining enough. I realize there's an episode today, so I'm gonna have to go. How goes the streams? I'm taking a break because copyright-free music is killing me. Hey, Vira, how's it going? Streams? It's going fairly well. Yeah, I was just about to start talking about a little side tangent I wanted to say. But on my Behind the Canvas channel, there is so much stuff I want to talk about childhood friends. And, because a lot of people assume that childhood friends in anime just means that the childhood friend is going to lose, but that's actually not true. Childhood friends usually lose because they're the quote-unquote comfy girl. The new mystery, the exotic mystery girl, which Kurisu is, by the way, is usually the one that wins. And if you look at the Watari-kun, the anime I'm watching right now, the childhood friend is this blonde girl named Ishihara. Or no, is named Satsuki. And despite the fact that she's a childhood friend, I think it's pitifully obvious to anyone watching that she's probably gonna win. Because she feels like the mystery femme fatale, whereas Ishihara, who's technically the new girl, feels more like the childhood friend archetype. RQ while your model is at 15 FPS. Is it? It's fine over here. Why is my model at 15 FPS? I don't know, but well, let me see. It's going well on my end. Yeah, it's going well again. I presume internet issues. Maybe it just does that, or bandwidth issues. Because I'm looking at it from whatchamacallit. I'm looking at it from my OBS. It looks fine. I look at the stream. It looks fine again. Yeah. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it lags so hard it goes from frames per second to from seconds per frame. Yeah. No. I get what you mean. It's just it does that sometimes. I don't really know. Yeah, and I also know I was talking about something, but what was I talking about? Childhood friends, something like that. Also, one last thing I do want to say before I move on is another way childhood friends win is usually if they're mystery childhood friends, and I really hate this trope. But sometimes it's revealed that the girl that, you know, that the protagonist has been paired with all along, turns out, oh, actually, we're childhood friends. We knew each other from the start. We've known each other since childhood. And it's like, oh no, this is why I love you so much. And I'm like, oh my god, please don't do that. I really hate it when it just, out of nowhere, they say, oh, by the way, you two are childhood friends. And, you know, so I just want to say, a lot of people are wrong when they say childhood friends always lose. Comfortable girls always lose. The only case of the comfortable girl I've seen winning is Sakura from Fate Stay Night, and that's a visual novel with all routes adapted. So Sakura in Heaven's Feel, of course she wins in that route. She doesn't win in Unlimited Blade Works or the original Fate Stay Night. She only wins in that one. And B, Sakura in that one is way more than the comfortable girl. There is a bunch of lore and stuff behind her that I haven't really got. She's like a tragic heroine, and trust me, people freaking love tragic heroines. Tragic heroines have a pretty darn good chance of winning. The only time they usually lose is if they outright die. But even then, I feel like it's kind of a Pyrrhic victory for the girl that does win, because they're gonna be like the one that the protagonist remembers for the rest of his life. You get what I'm saying?
この俺が死ぬはずがないだろう。何しろ10年前の時点で俺はトーマス・エジソンに匹敵する IQ170 の頭脳を持つマッドサイエンティストだったのだからな。
I'm pretty sure Disease doesn't care about your IQ quotient. Actually, I'm not sure what Edison's IQ was. Did he die before that thing was invented?
そうだったんだ。オカリンってすごいんだね。
Alright, I wish you the best of luck. Model bigger. Yeah, I would, but the fundamental problem is I don't want to cover up the text too much. Actually... Is that better? I just hope I'm not covering up any of the, because I'm covering up the auto and skip button, but nobody cares about that. A stream overlay? I personally prefer this format. Because the problem with stream overlays, and they definitely seem to be a lot more popular on, Twitch than on YouTube, which I think the reason is in YouTube they kind of like the culture kind of seems to be like you kind of want to focus, like, immerse people in the game more, and that's kind of the vibe I want to give with this thing, so you know.
でもね、まだちっちゃかったマユシーはそのことがわからなかったからお空に祈ってて。
Also, do keep in mind, this Steins Gate predates the popularity of Let's Plays in general. I remember when I used to do, like, Flesh Let's Plays, I would actually place it up here, in the upper corners. But even that wasn't always a foolproof solution. But yeah, because I can't really do this, right? I can't do this, which is what, I used to do. Maybe I should work on a model overlay. Now that, I think, is a worthy idea to consider, but a stream overlay... Well, actually, I have to shrink myself a little bit more, because, I'm a little tall. But yes. Oh, but that would cover up quite a bit, wouldn't it? Usually, I would make myself pretty small, like usually around that size. Best of luck, may you gain many subs. Thanks so much, Fyra. That's a little too small. Yeah, thank you so much, Fyra. Thanks for dropping by. And, boop. Okay, there we go. But Mayushi was really small and didn't know that, so I prayed to the sky.
でね、大晦日もうすぐ年が明けるっていう時にね、
Whoa!
流れ星がピューって流れたの。
It's like your name.
今みたいに流れ星はね、消える前に3回願い事を唱えることができたら願いが叶うんだよ。知ってたかな？
Of course, that's the most common of common knowledge.
もちろんマユシーは一生懸命3回唱えたの。
Then Mayuri finally lowers her hand and turns to me. On her face is a soft smile.
次の日、年が明けた頃にね、オ
Whoa!
カリンは熱が下がって目を覚ましたの
Wait,
で
I feel like this is like thematic in some way. Like he's being reborn at the turn of the millennium or something like that.
つまりマユシーはオカリンの命の
Foreshadowing! Oh my god. Foreshadowing.
いや違うな。あの状況で助かったのはシュタインズゲートの選択だ。
How do you know the two aren't interconnected, Okabe? Hmm?
そうなの？
Hey, be nice to Mayuri.
そうなのだ。
そっか。
Aww. Don't worry, I think you saved him. Mayuri looks a little disappointed.
熱が下がった時ね、オカリンはこんなことを言ってたんだけど覚えてる？急に見ているものがぐにゃぐにゃしてきて立っていられなくてフラフラしてんで体がビクってなったって。
I think that's gotta suck so much though. Still, you missed like a massive celebration. And you missed Christmas and oh god, that's gotta suck.
さっきのオカリンもね、そんな感じだったよ。大丈夫？また熱出して倒れたりしない？
The concern on her face is so sincere. Looks like she's worried about my reaction to Moko's disappearance. Jeez, my hostage of all people is worrying about me. I find myself giving her a wry smile.
案ずるな。何も心配ない。
As I brush her worry off with a shrug, I think back to what happened 10 years ago. When I woke up with that fever, the first thing I saw was Mayuri's crying face. She's right. I vaguely remember describing my collapse that way. And come to think of it, it does seem to match with the sensation I felt a few hours ago when reading Steiner activated.
そうか。この俺の魔眼はまさにあの時にこの身に宿ったのだな。
Oh god, to all the new people joining, you just missed a massive spiel I went on about anime tropes about childhood friends. Y'all should pop down onto Behind the Canvas if you want to see more about that, because I'm definitely making a video on that in the future. So you know, wink wink. So that's the choice of Steins Gate. Hold on, let me just... Alright, I'm back. I really was born with this power. No wonder John Tyler thinks I'm the Messiah. My maniacal laughter echoes throughout the night. Okay, so... fun fact, right. Little fun fact. I realize that I am getting a bit tired. I have things I need to be doing. And yeah, I probably am considering popping off from here. Which is a little awkward considering I got a bunch of people here right now, but... Yeah, this is, yeah, I think this is about where I'll drop off. We have such a perfect ending here as well. I know I've streamed a bit shorter than I usually do, but given the fact that I've been streaming quite a bit lately, and we got another one on Sunday, you know, I figure this might be a good place to drop off. So, yeah. I think I will leave it off at here. So yeah, for folks, anyone who enjoyed that spiel about tropes and stuff, please go down and check out Behind the Canvas. I haven't uploaded anything there in a while, but I've recently got a new bout of motivation to work on it. So I'm working on my video. The video I was like halfway working on before it ended up in editing purgatory. But after that, I'm going to be writing a bunch of new stuff. I might actually make a video on the childhood friend trope. So yeah. Gmazon. Look at that right over there. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. Please, I really, really, really want to hit 1.1k. I'd like to say by the end of the year. Is that not ambitious enough? Yeah, my channel's been a little stagnant lately, so I'm figuring I should probably pump in more videos, more streams, more stuff so that everyone else can enjoy. So please do subscribe. It really helps me out. You know, so I hope you all like that. And I will leave it off at here. Oh, and once you do subscribe, make sure to smash that bell so you get all my notifications. And I will leave it off at that. The sky is up, and you guys are awesome. I will see you all in the next video or stream.